Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. My name is Cora, and today we are going to try on some clothes. The brand under question today is Peppermayo. This is my first time ordering from them. I did pick up quite a few different summer dresses. I was actually looking for some trendy pieces, which I know is so blasphemous if you watch my other videos. Normally, I'm super picky about the quality of the clothes I buy, the fabrics that they're made of, and I usually prefer a higher price point to add more timeless staples to my closet, but that is, in full transparency, not what I'm looking for today. I'm looking for some fun, trendy summer dresses, and that's what I got. So let's just dive into trying these all on. And as an FYI, I have put links to everything in the description box below if you were interested in checking anything out. All right, this girly is the Trisha mini dress. Now, this dress is definitely a synthetic fabric, but like I mentioned, I'm not too concerned with that because of the price point of these dresses. And I did use a discount code because they frequently have sales going on, so keep an eye out for that. In terms of the fit of this dress and the cut, I was actually very happy with it. I think it's an easy summer staple to just throw on. This is a very flowy dress that has an adjustable back strap that you can tighten to give you a little bit more of a cinch. The one shoulder necktie is the only thing that holds this dress up, so you do have to tie it tight enough around your neck that it will not fall down and reveal the girls. However, that being said, I was actually pretty happy with it. I thought it was a very flattering cut and it was very comfy to wear, so I'm going to be keeping this one. Next up is the Huntah midi dress in green. I hate that I said it like that, but I hate more that they spelled it like that. Regardless, this dress is super cute, synthetic fabric, but very stretchy and form-flattering. I've never seen this pattern or this style of a sleeve before, so I don't even know what to call this, but it is basically a pre-rolled sleeve, and so it does like bunch up a little bit, but I do think it adds some interesting texture. Now, when I was trying this dress on, I couldn't figure out if this was supposed to be off the shoulder, like one shoulder on, both shoulders on, so please let me know if you guys think one looks better than the other. I think I'm gonna be keeping this one too for a summer date night with just simple heels and some cute accessories. I think it's easy to wear. I think it flatters my skin tone and flatters my body. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this one. We're off to a great start for this haul. Okay, next up is the Kayce mini dress in the print Sunsets in Sicily. I really don't know who comes up with these names because they are so oddly specific, but I digress. For the price point, I'm not expecting 100 out of 100 for the construction, but like nothing's falling apart. I'm not seeing a lot of flyaways. I will say the stitching is a little bit cheaply done. Like it's not the tightest, especially if you look on the bottoms here, you can see, but given that everything is lined, nothing is see-through, I'm okay with the construction is how I will put that. In terms of the fit of this pretty girl, I thought it was very form-flattering. I think the color is a little bit loud, but given that I'm buying this to be a summer dress, especially like a California or Miami type of summer, I think it's very appropriate, and so I'm going to be adding this one to my wardrobe as well. We are 3 for 3. This is very surprising. Okay, this is and I need to read this, the Counting Stars linen halter. This is the Counting Stars linen halter neck dress in chocolate. Quite a mouthful. This one is actually a cotton linen blend, and I'm very happy with the fabric. This is one of the more natural fabrics out of this whole haul. This dress is very breathable, and when I put it on, it's very girly and very sexy. It's definitely a little short in the leg area, but nothing is at risk of falling out. The low back is very sexy, like the cutout is very tasteful. The only thing I am personally on the fence about with my larger bust is if the keyhole in front is too much cleavage or not, so I'd love an opinion, but this one is actually rather cute as well. The Narnney maxi dress in ivory. She was so close to being a dress that I loved. Okay, this bust area is so fitted. It is very flattering on the waist. However, I found that the breast area was very long, so it would be very, very plunging on somebody who doesn't have a larger bust. And then on somebody who does have a larger bust, it is very, very revealing. Given that, I think it could look good on somebody who's a little like smaller in the chest area. You'd have very much one of those like model off-duty looks, but for me this was just way too much cleavage. I would not feel comfortable going out in it. And then I think the elephant in the room is the size of this skirt. It was absolutely enormous, and so the top is super fitted and cute, and then the bottom is so oversized. It created an interesting contrast, but it's just not my style. This one is totally cotton though, so this is a great fabric, and I actually found it not to be see-through at all, given that it is a white cotton, for what it's worth. This girl. This girly is so cute, and for me, this is the dress that got away, because it is just so form-flattering, so cutesy, and this fabric is actually the best fabric out of all the dresses that I tried today. It's very soft, it's very breathable, and it feels like a cotton. From that perspective, I really wanted this dress to fit me, but frankly, I just found it way too small in the bust area, and so my boobs were kind of spilling out over top. Again, this is definitely a fake breast problem, and for anybody who has a natural or smaller bust area, I think this dress is just such a no-brainer. It was very comfortable, very cute, and very breathable. So enough said, I'm a little sad about this one, but let's move on. Next up, we have this sexy gal. This is the Francoise lace midi dress in the color Burgundy, of course. This dress is very sexy and very charming. It's got this big lace detailing in the front waist and shoulder area. This is an off-the-shoulder dress, and then on the back, we've got this open back, which is very sexy, and then it has a little tie detailing, which allows you to pull the front flush against your stomach, so it's just very flattering overall. This was a little tight on my arms, but outside of that, I really love this dress, and I'm gonna keep it, and this is just gonna be like my summer inspiration dress. Is that oddly specific? I'm sure you guys know what I mean. Anyways, moving on to the next. The Darlene midi dress in the color pink. This girl is very cutesy, very girly girl summer for sure. This dress is a little bit giving me lingerie vibes or like baby doll vibes. I'm not totally sure, but in terms of the fit of it, it was pretty cute. I will say though, the straps were a little long and not as tight as I was hoping they would be, so it did feel a little loose. Like it felt like the girls might come out, or like the sleeves could fall off. Like it just could have been more tight and cinching for a better feel and a better fit. That being said, aside from the length of the straps, it really does hug all of the curves in the right way. So if you're looking for something that is very dainty, this is not a bad option at all. This is the Colt mini dress in the color Blue Wood Blossom. Again, I'm so curious who comes up with these names. This dress I thought would be cute, kind of like for a beachy vibe or a day at the pool, and I do think it is rather charming for that. Like you could definitely wear a two-piece bikini underneath this and it would be a cute cover up. So that being said though, I did find that it just didn't fit me properly in the bust area. It gave me a lot of cleavage and not a lot of support, and I just didn't find it overall too flattering on my specific body type. Again, I think if you had a flatter chest or just, you know, a natural bust, I think this could be very cute on you. Very cinching in the waist and very flattering overall. Just not for me. The Amelia midi dress in the color Nude. This one is more of an elegant girly summer, which is definitely more aligned with my overall sense of fashion. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to be keeping this one. It moves very beautifully and like hangs off my body in all the right ways. I think it accentuates the hips, the bust, the curves. It's definitely very flattering. I like that these straps are adjustable. I mean, the straps are not the best quality. Again, this is not the most expensive garment. I wouldn't call it fast fashion, but it is closer to fast fashion than it is to like a high design by all means. You kind of get what you pay for. Though I will be keeping this one. I thought it was very cutesy, very flattering, and just it would look so great with a pair of small black heels for a day out or an evening. The Kayce midi dress in the color Sunburst Floral. Really a pattern, not so much a color. Anyway, this dress I thought again would just be such a fun like Miami, California summer dress, and it is. Like it's very flattering. It definitely has the sex appeal factor with how tight it is, and the way that it flows off the hips is just very flattering when you walk. I think it's very sensual in a way. What I did not like about this dress was just the neckline and the type of plunge on the bust area. For me, it looks a little raunchy. Again, for somebody else with a smaller bust, I think this would be very cute. I was considering keeping this one and adding a few little stitches in the center of the bust to kind of just like pull the dress together, because that's a much more flattering look. But I just don't think it's worth it at this price point to be buying things to alter them immediately. And so I shall be returning this very pretty girl. This dress was so close to being kept. The Aullie or Aullie maxi dress in pink. It's kind of spelled weird. This one is very cute, very girly, very flouncy. This is such a fun dress. Overall, I thought that this was a very charming pattern. The way that it ties around the neck was cute, and then it does have back detailing that allows you to tighten the straps, which will pull it flush to your chest, similar to another pattern that we saw today. So it's very flattering. It's very breathable and flowy just because it's such a thin chiffon, but not see-through. I will say, I'll give them credit. None of their clothes have been see-through, so I've been pretty content in terms of that. I know this is the story of the whole video, but I didn't feel like this dress fit my bust very well. From the side, you got a lot of side cleavage, and I kept feeling like I was gonna spill out of it. And because this is a dress that you cannot wear a bra with, I am just wearing nippies, like nipple covers, the big ones. I really love them. Seriously, like, cannot live without them. But regardless, so this dress would once again be wonderful on somebody with a smaller chest, but for me personally, I'm going to be returning it just because there is absolutely no support. And that is a wrap on my girly girl summer haul from Peppermayo. I'm actually pretty impressed with their dresses. Again, for the price point, it is better than I was expecting, is how I would summarize that. There were quite a few dresses that I will be keeping and also quite a few that I will be returning. This is definitely a brand that is great if you have a more natural size bust. If you are looking for kind of some flirty, sexy summer dresses, you won't go wrong ordering from here. On a totally personal note, it's actually been really nice trying on some more girly girl dresses. I went so far down the elegant and timeless aesthetic that I really neglected that inner girly girl of mine, and so it's nice just to feed her a little bit. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please consider liking or subscribing to my channel. It really does mean so much to me, and as always, I do take video requests. I get around to things eventually, I promise. Anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.